Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So the best guitar amps for, let's say, under $3,000, even under 4,000, under 5,000, whatever. Let's go best guitar amps for under $5,000. There aren't any. I don't care if it's a $50 amp, if it's a $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 amp. There's nothing out there that's the best. Okay. Everybody has their taste. How you shop for an amplifier is you take your go-to electric guitar with you, or a couple of them in fact, especially if you got a humbucker guitar and, you know, a single coil jobby, whatever you happen to have. Bring a couple of your axes with you, go to the music stores, try out some stuff, see what you like, you know, and be practical, you know, like if you have a budget, you know, that you want something and you want it now. Okay, I've got $500. Okay, so what can I buy for $500 right now that I don't have to save money for? I don't have to put on layaway to get something more expensive. Bring your guitars with you, try them out within the price range of what you want to spend right now today, type of thing, and see what you can find. You know, I mean, no two guitars are going to sound alike. So going to a music store and taking guitars off the wall is going to be completely pointless and stupid because it's not your guitar. It doesn't have your pickups in it. It doesn't have your action set the way you have it. It doesn't have your pickups angled for height or not angled for height the way you have yours. These are all variables that make a huge difference. That guitar is likely not going to have the same strings you have for brand. So you've got to bring your own axes with you, try out some stuff, see what you like. Now, do you like a modeling amp that's solid state? Do you like a tube amp? Do you like a straight, regular, everyday solid state amp? I mean, the choices are pretty much unlimited. Do you want a stack? Do you want a combo amp? You know, do you want 4x12 or do you want 4x10? Do you want 2x10, 2x12? Do you want 15-inch speakers? What exactly is it you're after? And, you know, that's what you got to decide on. And say, okay, I want something today and I want it now. I got $500 or I got $300 or whatever it is you got, and you've got an upper amount of money. And it doesn't mean you're going to spend all that money. You know, you could spend a lot less and get something really great that sounds awesome for you, right? But, you know, you got to take your own guitars in order to find out what your guitars are going to sound like on that amp. Otherwise, you're not going to know if you're going to like it. Because if you grab, say, a PRS off the shelf with a humbucker and a single coil in it, or twin humbuckers and a single coil, okay, well at home I got a double humbucker guitar. Doesn't count, okay, because the humbucker pickups aren't the same pickups, okay. How they run in and out of phase is not going to be the same, right? You know, so you've got to bring your own axes with you so that you know exactly how those amps are going to sound for you. Now, just keep in mind one thing too. A music store has different acoustics in the area than what your room at home does that you play in. So there are some variables there that have to be acceptable variables to you. Okay, it's just not optional, right? Like this is my studio, right? And this is not a very huge room. Okay, although I got a lot of stuff in here. But, you know, I have a certain setup in here that works well, right? I've got two Fender Mustang 1 V2 amps that are running in stereo off of a mixer. And I plug everything from my guitar down into my pedals, feeding into my mixer on one channel. I've got my loop cord pedal on another channel. I've got a microphone on another channel, and everything runs through to these two amps. And these amps are set both on 65 twin reverb amp that I've taken the reverb off of. I'm using the reverb on my mixing board because I want pure, clean tone that's like your straight out, dull out, clean tone, right? And so I managed to program the amplifier for that twin reverb to sound exactly the way I needed it. So this way I get what I want, right? So, you know, and the Mustangs, they run off software via the computer to program them. A Line 6 amp doesn't, okay? Doesn't hook to your computer. And neither do, I don't think the PV's Vipers do either, and I'm pretty sure Marshalls don't, but I won't swear to it. But the point is, the Fender Mustangs are computer controlled from your computer, so you can manipulate any one of the 24 presets any way you want within the limitations of the software available to you. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with modeling amps to a certain point. Okay? But they do also have their stupid level where they're just utterly useless too. But it depends on your purpose, right? Now me, I like regular everyday solid state amps that have just a clean channel, and I like the clean and overdrive channel type solid states, and I don't mind the Fender Mustangs, although most of the effects that they program suck, but you can manipulate them. That's the nice thing. And of course, you know, when it comes to tube amps, I'm really not a fan just because of the cost of maintenance of a tube amp. And that's why I generally stay away from tube amps. So the only way I'll buy a tube amp is if somebody gives me one. Then I'll pay to maintain it after, because then it doesn't hurt so bad. But, you know, because tubes can get expensive. But otherwise, I'm pretty much a solid state amp kind of guy. You know, I like it that 35 years later I can turn it on and it sounds the same. Hence my PV Edition 20 amp. You know, and it's great. And I don't have to buy tubes for it. Among other things, I use up less power because I'm not running tubes, and so I get full power too at the same time. So anyways, and no need for massive power supplies to run all this stuff. But anyways, that's just me. So that's the thing. There are no best amp choices. I mean, some people like Bulgaria amps, Mesa Bogies, you know. There's all kinds of choices out there. Way too many. Ibanez amps, you know. And the list is endless. So that's where you're at. There is no best amp for under $5,000, $3,000, $2,000, $1,000. It's what sounds the best for you and for your style of music that you play. That's what's going to be best. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.